That never happened.
Look at Debbie.
Way too close. Rebel Y-Wings inbound.
Our walker is exposed. Keep the rebels away from it.
Our AT-AT will only be vulnerable for a little longer. Push the rebel scum back.
Advance to their uplink station.
Omega Group, what's your status? Requesting air support.
Copy, heading for your position. Rebel ship destroyed.
The rebels have activated the uplink station. We must shut it down.
Got a homing missile.
Our AT-AT is being targeted by an enemy bomber.
Lord Vader will help us make these traitors pay. Rebel bombers have locked onto our AT-AT.
Rebel bombers have locked onto our AT-AT. The support of Lord Vader. Enemy uplink deactivated. causing any more trouble. The rebel Y-Wing is targeting our AT-AT. Scanners indicate the rebels have activated an uplink station. All stormtroopers, focus on that uplink.
Omega Leader, please advise regarding TIE support.
This is Omega 12, reporting in.
Fighter behind you.
Rebel uplink offline.
Check behind you!
Rebel Y-Wings are making their attack run. Protect our walker.
Rebel sighted. Enemy soldiers nearby. We've lost a walker.
Lord Vader is present. Proceed to Rebel uplink station.
The rebels have activated the uplink. Move on that position.
shut down that uplink. Rebel bomber targeting sequence disrupted.
We have intelligence reports that indicates the rebel arms dealer 9 Num is near your location.
Rebels have activated an uplink station.
Y-wings are targeting the walkers.
Rebels are after the walker.
The AT-AT needs protection for a little longer.
Either hot or cold. As soon as it starts to feel uncomfortable, I want you to tell me.
But you don't think this